Hello guys, my name is Johannes. Today, people always think that using bigger retaining wall block is going to be substantial and give you enough structure for holding back all the weight, but really there is something else that goes into it. More knowledge about the use of geogrid and retaining walls needs to be spread to people across the industry and homeowners alike. Walls are built for many purposes, some being to hold back an existing slope, and another one may possibly be to raise an elevation so you have a flat surface. Geogrid is a very cost-effective way to make sure your wall lasts for decades. Many DIYers and contractors alike still don't use it just to save a couple bucks on their project, and that will create more profit for them. Contractors should identify the steps to customers on how it's built and what all the aspects of it are and why they're important to it. There's about 8 key aspects to building a retaining wall. So starting out, you're going to have your excavation of the depth, approximately 8 to 12 inches, and then you'll have you'll level your base out on that. So you will compact your aggregate in there, raise it up to the level that you need, and then start leveling your block. At least one whole block is going to be buried underneath the actual subgrade. So after that, you're going to add your geogrid at the base layer of the ground, and then from there you're stacking your wall up. Geogrid needs to be strategically placed in the wall. That's going to either be spec'd by a contractor or by the engineer on the blueprints. So the first layer of geogrid is laid from the front to back into the soil layer behind. When you lay it into the soil layer, it creates the wall and the soil mass as one mass as all, so it's together. Soil is placed and compacted on top of each layer of geogrid, and then the wall is stacked up from there to achieve your desired height. Geogrid is a woven textile fabric made of high strength. It'll last for years and years. It gets pinned between 2 wall blocks. Geogrid works with any soil condition to farther structure. So you can use it in clay, you can use it in sand, you can use it in fine dirt. By adding geogrid, a block wall can be as strong as a concrete poured retaining wall. You can save 25 to 50% on wall construction costs by using geogrid and wall block rather than having a concrete company come in and pour you a actual retaining wall. Without geogrid, the wall may last 10 years, but a properly built wall with geogrid should last decades and decades. After learning more about retaining walls, the importance of geogrid, I hope homeowners and uneducated contractors can have a better idea of how to properly build a retaining wall. Going back and covering the main points of the speech, geogrid is what holds the structure of the wall together. It is the most cost-effective way for any contractor or homeowner to build that wall and make it last 50 plus years. Do research and ask questions to your contractors before you start building your wall. Retaining walls are the best choice you've ever made, and to get rid of that slope when it's not properly built. And then, so this is going to be a retaining wall, and it's showing how the geogrid is laid back into the soil mass there, and then you would compact your aggregate on top of that, clean. So here, saying we got the ground level, first layer of geogrid, and then every 2 layers in this one, you're gonna compact your aggregate in there all the way up and lay your next one, and then compact more, lay your next one all the way up to the top. And then that's one soil mass, that's one whole structure. So it creates, it'll create your wall to be structurally sound. There again, it's showing just how you lay it in between the blocks on the front of the wall and lay it directly back into the mass of the soil. So here's the 2 examples. This is a wall built with retaining or with geogrid. It's important you need geogrid because in this case you have subpressure on top of this wall, as in being the road, the light structures, the fence, etc. Over here, this most likely, again, has all that substructures on top of it, creating down pressure on that. But the wall, as you can see, has collapsed and does not have any geogrid in there to withstand it. So geogrid is the key aspect of all walls and will hold them for decades.